So I realized it might be kind of helpful to go through each one of these questions I'm solving and just have a video as an extra resource for these here. So I'm just going to go through all the questions that were not covered in the previous video just quickly so we can see them if we need extra explanation here. So number two here, this is a cross multiplying example. So again, cross multiply these two. So that will give me 7 times a minus 8 is equal to 3 times 2a plus 1. That would give me 7a minus 56 is equal to 6a plus 3. Isolate variables here, so I'll get a is equal to 59. Again, check for extraneous. If I plug in 59, it won't make my denominator equal to 0, so we're just going to move on. Number three, another cross multiplying example. So this one's a little bit different because again, we're going to factor this one. So I will get r squared is going to equal 4 times r minus 1. So r squared is going to equal 4r minus 4. Now I'm going to set this equal to 0. So I can go ahead and factor this. So I will get r squared is r squared minus 4r plus 4 is equal to 0. That factors down to r minus 2 and r minus 2 is equal to 0. So r is going to equal a positive 2. I plug that in to check. Again, doesn't make my denominator equal to 0. So r is going to equal just 2. Number 4, cross multiply again. So I'll have m plus 3 times m minus 2 is equal to 24. When I multiply those two binomials together, I'll get m squared plus m minus 6 is equal to 24. I subtract 24 from both sides to then get m squared plus m minus 30 is equal to 0. And that will factor to m plus 6 times m minus 5 is equal to 0. So then m is going to equal negative 6 and also equal a positive 5. And again, each one of these will not make my denominator equal to 0. So those two should work as solutions. Number 5, another cross multiplying one. So I'll get y times y plus 5 is equal to 3 times y plus 8. So I'll get y squared plus 5y is equal to 3y plus 24. I'm going to move everything over to the left to set it equal to 0 to give me y squared plus 2y minus 24 equals 0. That factors 2 y plus 6 and y minus 4. So then y should equal negative 6 and y should also equal a positive 4. And again, just like all the ones we've already done, neither of these will make my denominator equal to 0. All right? So that is all of the questions now on the first page. Again, the ones in blue you can find on the previous video. That has a bit of a further explanation. And then these ones just kind of went through them quickly, but have the steps all explained and written out for you guys. Okay? All right. Moving on to the next page. I think I only have 3 of these questions to do, so not too bad. All right. I want to get all of my denominators to be the same. So let's go ahead and just see what I need. So this 3w minus 3 is the same thing as 3 times w minus 1. So if I look for the least common denominator right here, I know I'm going to have a 9 and I'm going to have a w minus 1. So the first one, I can just multiply by 3 to get us there. The second one, I can multiply by 9 to get us there. And the third one, I can multiply by w minus 1 to get us there. So 3 times 13, that's going to give us 39. And then 9 times 1, that's going to give me 9. and then that's going to equal w squared minus w. Again, all of this now will be over 9w minus 1, or not, nope, not all over 9w minus 9, but we don't need to worry about the denominator anymore because, again, once all of our denominators are the same, I can just solve across my numerator and make it easy peasy, okay? So 30 minus 9 will give me 30 is equal to w squared minus w. So I'll set that equal to 0. So w, or not w, 0 is equal to w squared minus w minus 30. And then we'll get 0 equals negative, not negative, x minus 6, not even x, w minus 6 and w plus 5. So I'll get w is equal to a positive 6 and w is equal to a negative 5. Again, plug stuff in. This doesn't make my denominator equal to 0, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, this one again, least common denominator. The least common denominator that we can have here is 9 times w minus 1. Okay. Number 11. Two of them already have a w plus 3, so that's kind of nice. We just need to get w plus 3 under 2 here. So I'll multiply that by w plus 3 on my numerator and my denominator. So I will get 6, or x plus 6 equals 2w plus 6 minus 5. See, I'm still thinking about w's. That should be an x. So 5x plus 12. So I go ahead, I simplify that to give me x plus 6 equals 2x plus 6 minus 5x minus 12. That will give me x plus 6 equals a negative 3x minus 6. And then I will get, when I move this over, I will get what? 4x equals 12, or negative 12. And then I'll get x is equal to a negative 3. So I go ahead, I check this time. If I plug in negative 3, oh, I notice that negative 3 will give me 0 on my denominator. So if that's the case, I am not going to have a solution. All right. So again, I went ahead and I solved everything, but I get x equals negative 3. That's no good though, so I get no solution. All right, last one here. Let's go ahead and factor this out. So this will give me c times c minus 4 right here. I already have a c minus 4 on this fraction, or this rational right here. So I can just multiply it by another c to get what I need here. And then the minus 1, that needs a c squared minus 4c, or a c times c minus 4. So I'm just going to multiply that on the top and the bottom by c squared minus 4c. Which will give me 3c minus 2 is equal to c squared minus, parenthesis, c squared minus 4c. Let's see. That will give me 3c minus 2 is equal to c squared minus c squared plus 4c. These two c squares are going to cancel each other out. So 3c minus 2 is going to equal 4c. And if I subtract 3c from both sides, I will get negative 2 is equal to c. And then if I plug that in, negative 2, that will work. So negative 2 will be my solution. All right. I hope this video helped. Again, I know I kind of went through these ones quickly, but they're just extra questions or extra ones just so you guys can see what you need to do on some of these. All right.